Knock knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Who's there? You're supposed to say who's there. Right?
Top G.
So welcome to a new episode. We've got Clints Patrik here today with us.
Thank you for having me, guys.
How are you?
Vince?
Fantastic.
Yeah, man. It's been a while since I've seen you. At least I don't know about
I
Raaghav,
don't know.
but
When did we last see each other, bro?
I don't know. One of the drinking
I think
days,
one of
man.
those house parties in Blue Waters, I think.
Man,
Wow.
Yeah.
Blue waters, bro.
I only meet you at parties, bro.
Yeah.
I don't
It's good
meet.
to fresh beat to meet over here.
Yeah, man. It's like
How long has that party been?
I think no.
Like
Last time I
3,
met
4
you,
years?
I was at Raghav's place. I think it was Anoop's birthday.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
Yeah, you
yes,
remember
yes.
Wow,
that?
I have no
Yeah.
memory of this.
What do you mean you have no memory?
You just
I can't
traveled.
remember.
Didn't he just come
No,
back from
it's-
India or something like that? No.
I have no idea
Yeah,
what
yeah.
this was even.
Dude, Raghav's birthday. Not Raghav.
Anoop's
Anoop's
birthday.
birthday at your place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
maybe.
remember that. There was like a little house party, man. I was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, okay, fine. If you guys say so.
Great, bro. Good memory. Keep this. You remember this, by the way.
This I will remember. This is
Videos.
recorded.
That's why.
This
Yeah,
is the
call.
memory.
But tell me about yourself. Actually, tell me about yourself for the audience, man. Clints.
Okay. What do you want me to tell you?
Please introduce yourself
Okay.
as who you are and what do you do right now.
Okay, fine. I'm Clints Patrik. Dubai born kid. Mostly raised here. Partly in Kerala. Partly in Bangalore. But majorly here. What do I do? Currently, I work for a law firm called Noor Al Mazmi. Do corporate law. Corporate law involves helping
Obviously.
businesses.
But wait. When you say partly Kerala, partly but born here,
So
like,
I was born
tell me
here.
about that. Yeah.
Then 8th grade, I went to Kerala for 3 years. Then I came back here, did my schooling till 12th. Then did my bachelor's in engineering in Bangalore. Then I came back here, started working. Then I did my master's here also. Then I was doing trading business.
Okay.
Then
What were you trading in?
steel chemicals.
Is that a
Wow.
family business?
Yes, it started off as a family business. It's still a family business. 2 years back, I decided time to explore something more.
Oh,
Great.
So, left on good terms. That's key.
that's very key.
Yeah.
Major key.
Unlike
You
me,
can have
bro,
problems.
unlike me,
You
man.
can always have problems, but always leave on good terms.
Unlike me, bro. I did not leave on good terms with
Raunak also,
At some point, you'll start learning to leave on good terms.
Raunak is also one of those family business, but
Yes.
not family business.
What's your family business?
printing, man.
Printing.
Yeah,
damn.
but-
Oh yes, you're the. This is the
Yeah,
boy.
man.
Full connections. Bro.
Remember, like I still like have families who still does that, and
Okay.
you know I used to do it with them. Now I'm just like,
Staying away.
yeah, I mean like.
So I think we both are in the same path. I
Yeah,
think,
but unlike you left in good terms. I just stopped talking to them.
Ah, it's okay.
like I just. cut them
Raunak
off.
just
Doesn't
one
matter what
day
terms.
just woke up and stopped going.
Doesn't matter what terms, but eventually I think we all.
Yeah, I mean, like they call me like what's happening and all. I'm like, bro, I don't feel like doing this anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
like.
But are you happy with what you're doing now?
Yeah, obviously, like.
Yeah, right?
Now I'm like happy with real estate. Like
Yeah.
it's good. Like.
You think you like this is what I felt when I was working with family. I felt somehow my potential, like I was very comfortable there, but I didn't hit my potential.
It's the same, man. Like, for me, it was not about potential. So the thing is, obviously, like, you know, it's not like I didn't hit my potential or anything. I mean, I couldn't. But also the second thing was when you work with family, now I'm the youngest over there. So the problem with that is they have that thing, you know,
Ah,
he's
he's
the
the youngest.
youngest and like, you know.
There's no respect given.
Yeah, there's no like,
Your-
how can you tell me
yeah.
what to do? I'm
Same
elder to
thing.
you. Like, you
Same
know what I
thing.
mean?
Same thing. Look, one thing I realized is this is what I was saying about potential. Potential comes with obviously being your independent self. Try to explore, what is the word for that?
Explode?
Expressing
Oh,
yourself.
expressing yourself.
Yeah, and you might fail. That's fine. You know what? Like, especially with us Indian families, we've been taught. I'm not saying Indian family, but most families, leave Indian. I'm saying, we've been taught not to fail.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, that is the biggest mistake.
I know, man. Like,
Dude, fail as much as you can.
that's
Honestly,
We
I-
fail so much, bro.
you feel too
Too
I
much.
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because only if you fail, you will learn.
Exactly. But not when you were a kid, man. That
Man,
time
I
used to
was
like-
so scared to fail. I was so scared to fail. And now, in this past 2-3 years, I realized I don't really care about failing.
Because you're not operating out of fear, right?
I'm not operating out of fear. And the more I feel, like for a second, I'll feel like, damn, that is bad. But literally a second after that, I'll like, I've learned something from this. Now let me do the same thing again, but with different perspective or a different way to approach the same issue.
Exactly.
And that has changed my life massively.
That's the thing.
Interesting. So, like, clearly, like, you were in your family business and then something happened. What was your, like, what the fuck is happening moment? Like, what the fuck am I doing in this and I'm not able to reach my potential?
Okay. So, initially when I was doing my family business, I was still staying with my parents. So, this family business is basically my dad's thing. He's been doing it for years and years and years. He was, I think around 60. He was till 60. He was working for the other company. Then he started his own thing. It's like a trading thing. He has established contacts and stuff. I think he just wanted to pass time. He didn't want to retire. He wanted to pass time, and it's perfectly working for him. Obviously, I did my engineering. Usually, Indian parents want to be engineer or doctor. So
One of the big fives.
Yeah. So I want to make my parents proud. Did engineering. After engineering, no matter what you do, your parents are always going to find something to.
Yeah.
I can see that now. I look back, but that time I did it. Like when I got my engineering, I was like, my dad was really happy. I was really proud. I was really proud that my dad is happy about it. So he can go tell his friends.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that.
Fluff.
Because my family, we are 3 siblings. My elder brother, my elder sister, and me. Okay.
So you're the youngest?
Yeah, I'm the youngest. So my parents, my brother, parents put an expectation on my brother. My brother is an unbelievable athlete, by the way. Okay.
Wow.
When I'm talking about unbelievable athlete, what I'm saying is, during those days in school, the top schools were IHS and our own. That's only 2 schools. Okay. And IHS and our own, there are, I think, 11 sports events. And you can only compete in 6. In this 6, he had 5 golds and 1 silver.
Holy
See, he's that level of
shit.
athlete. And he was one of the athletes that was taken from here for all CBSE board to all India.
Damn.
And from Dubai, he was only athlete to win a medal.
Wow.
Wow, dude.
Okay.
Kick ass.
And when they left from here, they were sponsored by Nike and all that stuff.
Wow.
But to his bad luck, he failed his 12th by 2 marks in physics.
Oh.
Okay. And obviously my parents demonized him for not finishing studies, this, that, and...
But they didn't look at his athletic achievements as anything?
Yeah, athletics is not going to make a future out of you. That's how...
Okay, yeah.
this thing was.
Extracurricular. It is.
Yeah.
You know, it's
So,
not like.
okay.
Now, at 6th grade, my parents like, you are going to focus on studies. My sister's completely ignored in this topic, by the way, because she's going to get married and she's going to go. That's the...
Okay.
Yeah. Although my sister really wanted to go into like engineering and science and agriculture, all that stuff.
What did she end up in?
She ended up, they put her in BCom and insurance. But she's doing well now, touch wood, yeah. But talking about like when you pass from 12th, you either go to commerce or engineering. And none of us wanted to go do science. My sister wanted to do science, but my sister was... No, you have no. Do BCom.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Calm your ambitions down. There's no value here. You have no net worth.
We don't want the feeling of missing out, like just in case you make it, because now you're in the other house. Like.
No, but yeah. And then, obviously, my brother was... he was very artistic. He was very creative. So he went into advertising and touch wood, he's fine now. But yeah, so from 6th grade, I was told not to get into sports. Like, I was not gone to extra classes and stuff. I was not a great athlete, let me put this also.
But you're a fit guy,
But
man.
now I am.
But
if you
earlier-
see me from 6th to 10th,
Yeah.
my weight is to increase like 4th grade 40, 5th grade 50,
Okay.
6th grade 60. so no way I was an athletic
What did you
guy.
peak at?
Bro, at 8th grade I went to India, so then it tamed.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, fair.
Till 7th grade I was 70, I think. Till then I some slowly went to India. So
Wow.
yeah, coming back to where I was working with my parents, yeah. So I was living with my parents and I was going to get married that time. I was engaged and I was going to get married. And obviously commitment issues back then.
With
So-
commitment issues from your
Was
side?
it from your
My-
end
my
or
side, my
the
side, my
other
side.
side?
Okay, from your
Okay.
side. Okay.
Then that didn't work out. Then I was like, okay, let me move out. So I moved out. That time, my sister had just not finished. What I'm saying, my sister got divorced, separated, and she came back home.
Okay.
So me and my sister moved out. She had a kid also. So I had a niece also that time. So three of us moved out, right opposite my parents' place. It was good for a while. I mean, there's a little bit of distance, and that helped. But
with
still,
your parents, the relationship
with my parents,
your
my relationship with parents also work. The thing is, I wasn't like wholly into my, like, I didn't think I was expanding the business or my potential was being utilized in the right place. And it's nothing like as much as it is my parents, this thing also, I also, like, you have to take a responsibility for your own actions. You
Yeah.
can't keep blaming your parents for everything.
Obviously.
Okay, like, yes, they raise you with the best awareness they have.
Yeah.
At some point you mature up and you start realizing you can't just, if you keep blaming your things on everybody else, who's going to take responsibility for you?
Yeah.
So from, like, I can say now, I look back and say, like, 50% him and another 50% is me. I
Yeah.
didn't do enough. I didn't push myself, nor did I have a voice, nor was I worked 10 years there.
Okay.
At 10 years you cannot keep crying. At some point you have to get up and, you know, if I did for 10 years, that means I wasn't ready enough to do that. So there's a responsibility that falls on me also. Then I started exploring. I started putting my feet out, other opportunities and stuff.
Like, where
And
did you start?
so this came in through my friends. I met my current MD, Mr. Firas. He liked my. I think he liked something about me, maybe my
Yeah, like
vibe
your
or something.
personality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
personality vibe and stuff. And he asked me if I could join. Then I did 2 rounds of interviews with the CEO, and then they offered me. At that time, I found it a bit thing because they were offering me a bit less than what I was earning that time.
Okay. So you were on a salary with your dad as
Yeah,
well?
yeah, I was earning on salary with my
Okay.
dad. I was like, I mean, what is the risk? I mean, like, you know, I think something in me was like, just try it
Let's
out.
go for it.
Yeah, let's go for it. But the thing is, they did offer me perks based on my performance also.
Okay.
So I took it up.
But like, you had no experience
I had no
or
experience.
Yeah.
or like a
I had-
educational background in
I had
law,
no
right?
educational background in law. So they did offer me a business development role in the legal firm.
Which is technically sales.
Yeah,
Or-
technically sales.
How does that work? Exactly. Like.
Okay, so sales and business development is two different things.
Yeah,
first of
this is what I want to know, because so many people like get hired as, let's say, a sales executive, and so many other companies, they just name it business development, whatever.
Now, see, if a sale is basically you're selling a product or a service, okay, and sale can be a very short-term thing.
Yeah.
Means you can transact a product, and you're done there, and you move to the next one. A business development is basically you try to establish a relationship for them to constantly get it from you.
Okay.
Okay.
Like you buying an Apple phone,
Yeah.
it's a business development because you have to go back to an Apple to buy a phone because Apple has certain features that gives you a certain amount of features, and they want you to buy the next phone with you.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
no person selling it for you,
Yeah.
but it's actually business development. All your protected things, your pictures, everything,
Yeah.
easier to transfer to a iPhone to iPhone
Yeah. Apple
Yeah.
to
rather than
Apple.
to iPhone to this thing.
Yeah.
That is the, like, you're looking at a long-term vision.
Okay. Fair.
Okay. Now, when it comes to law, now with my 2 years of grasp, what I've learned is there are two ways you can go about this. You can do a sales thing. You can do like a personal client. You can do like a, say, personal case, like a divorce or a family issue. It's a one-time thing.
So you get to choose what.
No, they
you're
gave me the
going-
freedom to do whatever I want.
So you
Okay.
got to choose, right?
They gave me an open field.
Nice.
They said, when I walked in, they hired 3 of us. No, 6 of us. 6 of us they hired. Okay. They got open field, do whatever you want to do.
To all of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
They opened this thing. You guys can work together and do it. You can do it individually. You can do how the fuck you want to do. 2 years down the lane, there's 3 of us left. And 3 of us who have actually done well.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. That's
And-
what.
and-
But is it only because you got to choose and explore and then stick to what you guys are good at
We
or you like?
did a lot of trial and error. For
Yeah.
first 4 months, we broke shit. We were zilch, sorry,
Zilch, yeah.
zilch. But they had some kind of confidence in us. They trusted us. That being said, don't assume there's no pressure. There is a hell lot of pressure, but the guys I'm working with are amazing. Okay, the management is very supportive. They gave us like an open canvas to do whatever we want, to figure it out ourselves. They gave us support. They put a whole army behind us.
Nice.
They never let us go to a meeting alone, in the sense like you're always get the meeting, we will sort it out for you, we will do the workout for you. So we were like going into meetings, arranging meetings, just walking there and learning as they were doing the whole pitch.
Okay. So you went with people who were sales, like business
No.
development.
We
as
went
well,
with
or-
lawyers. We went with our top management. My MD used to come for meetings for us.
Wow.
Okay.
So we are learning from the top of the,
Source.
yeah.
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 And obviously with time we picked it up, and then we took into like 3 of us took into new areas that the law firm hadn't explored till then.
Nice.
Wow.
So are you planning to become a lawyer or something?
Yeah, I am transitioning. So right now I'm
Nice.
doing so the UAE legal system has basically, in short, I'll give you like the UAE civil law is the basic law that is followed all over UAE. Now, off late, with a lot of influx of foreign companies, they wanna balance the scale and administer some kind of common law. That is the prevalent law in like UK, Europe, parts of Europe and stuff. Majorly followed. That's the oldest form of law. So they have in DIFC and ADGM, they are kind of follow. So ADGM kind of follows a common law, which is relatively new. DFC is, I think 2004 they started. So they have like a mix of common law majorly and a bit of like Dubai law it's called, but it is Dubai common law it's called,
Okay.
but it's like influence of the common law from UK.
To just accommodate the other countries, right? Like
So
companies
it is
coming
mostly
from outside.
it doesn't do any personal or any criminal part,
Yeah, like
but for
companies
businesses,
coming from
yeah,
coming from
companies,
outside.
employment in DIFC.
Okay.
Also, corporate companies that are not in DIFC can put in the contract as DIFC law. That means it'll be monitored by administered by the DIFC law. So that is something that I'm doing a certification on, which I should be done by October of this year.
Sweet, man. Congrats. That's awesome.
Yes.
And that'll
That's
like
kick-ass.
once you're done with that, then you can actually start like practicing, or what is it exactly?
So after that is done, I can start using the current experience that I have. Also, I can be like like a senior counsel. I can be supporting them. Then
Okay.
in a few years, I can also be a senior counsel.
You can be a senior
Yeah.
counsel as well. But do you need to learn Arabic for this? Or?
This is purely English.
Okay, so
This is purely English.
so
The
you don't
common
need-
law falls under the English jurisdiction.
so no
yeah,
need
you don't
to
need
like
Arabic.
this thing. Wow, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
But you're only like focusing mainly on the common law, like nothing to do
No,
with the
no.
outside.
So I work facing clients basically.
Yeah.
So if the clients that I work with, they have their toes everywhere.
Okay.
So everything I'm grasping as much as I can. But my focus is eventually to get into just common law.
Nice.
It's
To
growing.
from an engineer to like a lawyer, like that.
Yeah, so
that's a journey.
that's the thing. So one of the smartest thing our law firm Nur Al Mazmi did is basically most of the law firms they hire based on the amount of lawyers' experience and stuff.
Yeah.
But they saw a gap in the market which is basically the market here focuses mostly on construction, oil and gas.
Everyone's doing the same thing,
Yes.
like because that's all they know, right?
Yes, but the thing is, when it comes to all these things, especially when there's dispute or anything, the lawyers usually don't know the technicalities of what is happening.
Okay.
Okay, so now say I construct a building. What does the building have? There are civil works. There's MEP works. That's the electrical, mechanical, plumbing works.
Yeah.
That's done by a different contractor.
Yeah.
The civil works, the construction is done by a different contractor.
Yeah.
So there are different aspects that come. In these aspects, there are different technology. But only engineer knows that. Who's worked on the site only will know that.
Wow.
Now when it goes to a dispute, a lawyer has a basic idea, but he's never been inside how it's working. And usually when it goes to dispute, the court usually orders an independent expert to do it. So he has engineering the expert will have engineering
Yeah.
background, but the lawyers don't have engineering background. To support the lawyers, you need engineers. So that is something that our law firm actually is good at with.
So all the three that joined together,
Yeah.
they're all engineers?
We were actually, 5 engineers. We still have 2 more engineers in our team, but they're not in the same, they are
Okay.
part of the engineering team. But the 6 that joined with us, no, not, or 3 of us were engineers. 3 of that are staying back are engineers. Others were from different routes. So we are, basically our law firm hires from different areas just to
Yeah.
get that mix of people from different sectors to get
Everything is in-house
yeah.
then, right? Nice.
So
But these 3 people that were there with you who
Yeah.
left, like, is it because they were not working as like a team, or do you guys work as a team, or what do you like to do? Like, do you like to work
okay,
with a
so
person?
initially
or
when we
indi-
started off, we are trying to figure out things. So we are like, see, the thing is, whenever we started business development, there's all like, sometimes in business development or sales, there's a lot of competition in the mind.
Exactly.
But luckily, the environment that we were fostered with, we were like, relax, don't have this competition. Eventually, your goal is to raise the company's value, and which they will reward you also. So they had that ethos in them. So we didn't, even though there was people came in with that competition, they quickly mitigated that, like saying, okay,
They
let's
got the
work
point,
together, let's
like,
work
yeah.
together, let's see what you're good at, what I'm good at, and what if we can sell together and we both benefit. Like one of, out of these 3 guys, one of the guys Arabic. Now I can't speak Arabic for shit. The third guy can't speak Arabic for shit. So but he doesn't know the knowledge that I have. Or I don't have the knowledge that third guy has. So what we do, we try to
Like combined, you guys
Combined.
are like...
we will tell him you do the Arabic part, we'll
Yeah.
give you the knowledge, and let's get this done. And that is reap benefits.
I've not heard many companies or like people in companies say what you just did. Like,
Yeah.
like the amount of teamwork that you're speaking of.
Yes.
Like I just have heard, like it's just I'm not from the corporate background or anything, but people who come to me, especially in sales, they're all trying to cut each other, like in the
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
company.
They're always
Like
competing
everyone's
with-
competing for the same clients.
True.
Like
And also,
I don't know if that's because Dubai is so small that you eventually end up saturating your own contacts or however it works.
yeah, eventually you'll saturate your contacts because your contacts vary from the
Yeah.
people you come with,
Yeah.
right? And it can take you to a certain level. Then you have to build contacts on your own, right?
Yeah, once you're
You
in the
have- you have
industry,
to-
then-
When you start getting referrals, and
Yeah, you have to get
everything.
referrals. You have to put in the hours.
yeah.
Yeah,
No matter what job you do,
obviously.
it all comes to business. Like you can be amazing lawyer, you can be amazing engineer, you can be amazing whatever. Eventually, you have to be a businessman.
Yeah.
You have to make money.
That's true.
You have to
Exactly.
make the other person happy, and that
You
person
need
has
to
make you
provide a
happy.
service.
Yeah, you have to make the person happy, and that
Yeah.
person has to bring you happiness. Some people are just headache. They just no matter what you do, they will not be this thing, and you have to learn not to associate with them also. You have to cut off sometimes. Sometimes there are amazing people. They pay you a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
But it's not, if they're not letting you be in peace or not understanding your work.
It's not
ethos,
worth your mental.
It is not. It
health,
is not.
right?
It is
Yeah.
not because see, you can always make money. Do not assume that there is if this is gone, there's no up. If you're working on this thing, you will always lose. You will always lose. You cannot rely on one thing. You have to constantly be at it.
Yeah,
True.
working with one client is just like
Yeah.
I would think that it's a waste of time because no, I like that because even I work with a guy and we work as a team as well
Yeah.
in my company
Yeah.
as well. I've seen like a few people, like only a very few people, like I would say handful of people who just work as a team because obviously being in real estate also we have this
You have to be
massive competition, man. Like everybody's an agent.
especially now. It's a
Yeah,
crazy market.
especially now, right? So it's good, and he's Irish, so if we have someone from the UK and all, then
yeah.
I'll be like, you
Yeah.
speak to him, man.
Hacks.
And someone is from India or something,
Yeah.
he gives it to me. We have buyers, so we work in the same area as well,
Yeah.
right? So it's good because he has some stock, I have some stock, he has some buyers, I have some buyers, So that way I feel
And
it's
you have to compensate. See, you have to compensate people who help you out.
Yeah.
You cannot be. you have to understand, if the more you work together, the more you will make.
Yeah.
There is enough of pie to share. You have to think about long-term goals or short-term goals. At least that's what worked for me. I might be. It's not an exact science. For some people, working as a team doesn't work. They have to work alone, and works best for them. You have to figure out what works best for you. Some of the things I work best when I'm alone also. Like there are some things that I do. I do a lot of things alone. It's not only I only do with the team. But there are things that I work with the team because I know if I put this for them, they will reward me somewhere.
Yeah.
I have to make them feel important also.
You're just managing everyone.
I have to
right?
manage people.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I think my brother taught me that. Like even the guy who cleans my desk in the morning, if I see him in the morning, I say, "You're the best. Thank you. You're the best." One word I say, but I'm the only one who says in the office also.
Okay.
So like that is what.
Yeah, because that's not a very common thing
Yeah,
for people
yeah.
to just casually compliment someone else.
Yeah,
Like you need to either look different or do something else for someone to actually compliment you.
Everybody's
So-
hustling for something or other.
Yeah.
Bro, if someone compliments me out of the random, I just be like, bro, what do you want?
Bro,
man?"
you
That's
don't-
what. That's how we are raised,
The
right?
thing is, you do
he
not-
needs something from me. Why? He's just mocking me something.
The thing is, you don't have to receive a compliment. That's
Yeah,
also a
that's-
thing. That's
you
a
have to
skill.
receive,
That's a
yeah.
skill. How
You
to
have to
receive a compliment. Just
That
say
is
thank
very
you.
true.
Yeah,
Just
I
say
mean,
thank
like,
you.
Obviously, I say thank you, but in
But
the back
inside
of,
you're thinking like,
in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
what does this person want from me? No, but
But I'm learning to receive a compliment. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn how to receive a compliment. I mean, still.
Just
but
say thank you
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just
Thank
keep
thank
it
you
in.
comes out automatically, but
Yeah.
like intentions are always.
yeah, it's the intentions, you know.
I mean, like in your head, you need to
Especially
accept
someone I
the
know
thank you that-
compliments me, then I'll be like, what do you want now?
No, I'm also trying actually to start complimenting people, you know, just,
Yeah.
you know, out of like,
Just say
this
natural
thing.
response, and
Yeah.
you might not like it'll become a natural response, but they will start appreciating. And the day when you need something from them, they will be more inclined to help you also.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
I'm not looking
But
in
it's
the
not- yeah,
way,
exactly.
I'm not looking in the way that they should give me something back in return in the future if I ever need it. It's just more of like, I feel like a lot of people around me actually have seen that like everybody goes through stress, right?
Yes.
Everybody has this thing and everybody's busy with their life, everybody's stressed out.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know, just to say
That
good
1
thing.
second, yeah,
I
that's
mean,
all.
like, you know, they might just, because I know for a fact if someone compliments me, I remember that compliment for the whole
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah,
It might be for a week or something. Like, oh yeah, I remember this guy said that to me. You know, he's a nice person, or this, or she's a nice person, whatever it is. Like,
It's just taking that 1 second time to acknowledge what they have done.
yeah, that's the thing.
That's
like,
very important, by
you
the
just need to acknowledge what they're doing, and I feel like
because they are doing something.
Yeah.
Eventually, they are coming to
Yeah,
your
and
space.
there's so many times that you will be doing also,
Yeah,
right? Like,
and man, there are like, see, I work in the law industry, and like, you are mostly client facing. You're always dealing with the client. You're dealing with clients' problems usually. You're trying to constantly solve issues for them. Okay, nobody's gonna call you and say, I had a good day today. no, nobody's gonna call you and say, I had a good day today. What we can solve a problem, and they'll say, thank you for solving, and that rarely happens.
yeah.
Okay, rarely going to say, oh, you did the best thing. Even though we know, like the top tier 1 law firms won't do things that we do.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
but they're not going to say that. But
It's been taken for granted.
yeah,
right?
it's been
That's
taken
why.
for granted. They're like, I pay you, so you have to do this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've
But the
seen
amount
that.
of work that goes into doing it, it's not under worth the money they give actually sometimes. And they say lawyers are expensive. They are expensive. I'm not saying they're not expensive, but yeah,
Lawyers are expensive.
yeah, it's not cheap.
Yeah, it's expensive.
lawyers are but your company, like,
Yeah.
how long have they been in Dubai?
So they've been in Dubai since I think 10 turning 11 years, but in the current office around 7 turning 8 years.
7 turning 8 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're situated in Anantara Tower.
Man,
Dot
but it honestly, like, it takes some guts, you know, just to like, from going from a family business, is
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
up and going like, I'm a lawyer. I'm gonna be like joining a law
Actually,
That's a
there's no
journey,
guts. I just
right?
realized, like, what am I doing? Might as well just do this also.
Yeah.
Let's try it out. Honestly,
Yeah, I'm sure it
one-
wasn't like
one-
as like chill
Yeah.
as you're saying it right now.
No,
You
I
know,
was
like,
thinking, yeah, I had some bad days.
Exactly,
I had some
like-
bad days, but what this thing was like, see, man, I was thinking like, I came from family business. There are people who are doing worse who come from different countries. I mean, like, there are people from unfortunate situations
Yeah.
or not fortunate situations as much as I am from. Okay. I was probably 31 that time. I was like, there are people 25, 25, 26 coming here from different places. They can't even go back. They can't even meet their families. They're putting through all this hell. If I fail at this job, what is going to happen? I'm not going to go starve or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have some difficulties. Maybe have some issues here and there. At that time when I was moving, I didn't have any loan or debts or anything as such. And touch wood, now also I don't have.
Wait, you bought the property all full cash?
Yeah.
Wow, whoa.
Damn.
800,000 on cash. Nice. That's good.
Congratulations on
Yeah,
that,
man.
man.
When did you buy it though?
2018.
2018. And you bought it on like offline or it was ready?
Offline.
Yeah. Probably was offline. Like I remember.
2017. Offline. I'd save some money for the wedding and stuff.
Good one. I like that.
That's a great investment.
Yeah, man. That's a great investment, man.
yeah.
Like, but tell me about that. Why didn't it work out? What sort of commitment issues like was happening? And wait, also, was this like a love marriage or like it was arranged? It was love. Okay.
My parents never tried to arrange me with anyone. Thank God.
Did you? I don't think you needed anything to be arranged, right?
No, I mean, when I was a fat kid growing up, I was like, I don't know how to tell my parents one day that they have to get me arranged marriage. Because my brother was an athlete. He was fucking good looking. My sister was also pretty good looking.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm the black sheep of the family. There has to come to a day where I have to tell my parents to get arranged marriage. But touch wood, that day hasn't come. How do I say? I was 27, 26 that time. I can only talk from my side. I was immature. I was not ready to clearly have some commitment issues. How do I put this?
I mean, when you mean commitment issues, like you were just like, you don't want to go through, like you were scared to like take the leap to go towards marriage, right? Like it was, I mean,
like shit got too real, right? That's
like
what
Shit
happened.
got too real.
That's what happened,
Shit
right?
got too real.
but
Too
yeah.
soon and too real, right?
See, we did a Roca in, I think, 2016 April, something like that. Then I think inside I was not happy, but like I think that I was not aware. I was like, this is how
You
it's
got
going.
caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
Then, no, we were dating for 3 years. And then she was a great girl. My sister coming back separated kind of changed my reality about
It opened up the possibility
it
of
opened
that
up
happening.
possibility also. Whenever me and my ex were fighting, I was always thinking like, shit, we could end up like them. So that put a fear in me. Okay. Then from there on, I stopped being responsive to her emotions and stuff. And then she was seeing a lot of pain. And I couldn't, I was constantly in fear, like, I'm not happy now.
What
Might happen from there? And looking back, I can say I was looking for a way out, but that time I didn't think.
You were just in the moment.
Yeah, I was
right?
just in the moment, and I think she's happy now. I'm happy now. Yeah.
You're happy now?
Yeah, I'm happy.
That's nice.
I think I have more maturity about things now.
What got you, like, how do you keep yourself happy?
Happy is
Is
a
a
very short
relative
state. It's a very
term.
short
Yeah.
state. See, I don't believe in happiness. I don't live on happiness. I believe on being content.
Okay.
Content is, I think it's it's a state.
Yeah.
Happiness is just a feeling. I can feel happy if I eat few food and.
No, but in general, like a state of mind, like.
I think content is just focusing on myself. Like,
And how do you go about that?
I do a lot of work by myself. Like I spend a lot of time with myself. Things that I can control, I can focus on. I mean, there are a lot of people around me who will be disappointed with me and who will not be happy with me. Sometimes people expect time from me that I cannot give. Sometimes people want something else from me or materialistic things from me that I can't give. And you want to provide them because you care about them. But you can only do your best.
Me first, right?
Yeah. It's not coming from self. See, me first is... Yes, me first. But like, I'm not coming from a selfish point of view. I don't want to give. But
No, but if you don't do it at that, like, if you keep giving all the time,
Yes.
it's gonna put you in a
Yes.
state where you have not done something for yourself.
Yes.
And that's what puts you
So you
down,
have to constantly
right?
make sure. See, before I go out of the house, I need to check on myself. Do I have the energy to meet people from work, people from my family, people from my house, people from close friends, people who need attention from me? That needs to be. I need to sure my fuel tank is full for myself before I can give it to others. So that is one thing I've changed about myself. I wake up, I do my things, I meditate, I ask myself, am I ready for this day? What am I expecting from this day? Who am I going to get it from? What am I going to give at work? What am I going to give from my personal life? What am I going to give for my house, for my home, for my chores, for my dogs? I have 2 dogs, so I have to allocate time for them also.
Yeah.
And every day I have to keep doing that.
But are there days when you wake up, you're like, I don't have the energy for all this?
So I do. So very recently, I adopted a second pup. Okay.
Wow.
Coco.
Yeah. Now, my elder doggy, he's 4 years old. He's Charlie.
He's
I
Thanos'
know. I've
Yeah,
seen Charlie, bro.
best buddy.
Yeah.
trio.
So when Coco came into Charlie, after 2-3 years, I think almost a year now, I'm living alone with him. So he's used to my cycle. You know, he knows when he needs my attention, when he can be alone and all that stuff. Now Coco comes, she has a crazy level of separation anxiety.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Huh?
She has separation anxiety?
Yeah, because obviously you think about
Okay,
it.
yeah. She's moved
3
to
months
houses,
she's
right?
moved from one house.
Yeah.
Then after now she's 8 months she's moved to another house.
Yeah.
Okay. And plus she needs attention and all that stuff.
I thought like if there are 2 dogs, then there is no separation anxiety. I mean, that's what I thought. Like, I'm not sure if I'm...
Yeah, but like that actually. So I realized that later on, that having Charlie instead of me, Charlie is being with her is actually a supporting aspect for her, because I thought my presence is what she needs. But
Okay.
having Charlie is actually like Charlie is being
she's
my
not
watchdog for her.
alone, right?
Yeah.
And Charlie is like, if you see Charlie, right? It's this man only. Like, like you see him, he'll just go fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he'll go mad. And there was this one birthday party of Thanos at Shampooch. We had called like
All the dogs. Possible.
all the dogs. In
Where was this?
This was in
Jumeirah.
Shampooch in Jumeirah.
Shout out to Shampoo.
Shout out, yeah. And what do you say? So Clints had gone for work. So Matudi had picked up Yogi, obviously Yogi's hers, and then she went and picked up Charlie, and she came with both the dogs in the car, and and there are like about 10-15 dogs there, and there are like 20 people there. Like, it's an open ground, and suddenly, like, they came at 4, and by 6, I think it was sharp 6 o'clock. So apparently that's when you reach
I
home.
reach home from work.
So he reaches home at sharp 6, and everyone is like now packing up, going this, that, and Charlie's just gone to the corner just to see, just to have the view of the entrance of the parking. Like, that's where you would come
Yeah.
into Shampooch from. And he's standing there, and he's just there. And I'm like, Rashti, why is he just staring at the, like at the entrance? She's like, what's the time? I'm like, it's 6.
He's
Clints. Clints is
He
either coming.
knows my time, like, when I wanna
bro.
come.
That's
But-
the body clock, man. Fuck it.
But did you like end up showing up over there? Or like,
Yeah, I showed
He
up.
came.
You're like,
he came.
6, I was like, oh.
6:10 or something.
You
he
didn't
was there.
disappoint your
Yeah,
dog, man.
almost,
That's
almost.
good. That's good. No, that's good.
He's such
So
a
now
sweetheart.
that I have Coco, so I'm still getting used to. So I wake up in the morning now. I usually wake up by 5. Now she's awake. I have to give her some time. So I have to clean up the house because I still can't leave her free in the house because she'll start biting wires and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
She's at the
there's
teething stage?
Yeah, it's teething stage.
Yeah.
So up till I think 1.5 years she'll be teething stage. So that kind of thing. So she has to be in the playpen till then. So all that is there. But like, yeah, Charlie's there. That's a big thing. But like it took me a while. I'm still getting used to it. I cannot say.
Now,
I've
how
not
has
got-
it been with like 2 of them now?
Oh, it's beautiful actually.
Yeah.
She constantly, she's always like there. Like once I relax in the house, she's always there. And
Yeah.
she's just, she's a cutie pie.
That's a part of the reason that you're content as well, right?
Yeah. Touch wood. Like dogs, alhamdulillah, like that's the best thing.
We all
Yeah.
have dogs.
Yeah, we
All
all
of
have
us have-
dogs.
oh, yeah, all three
It's
of
the
us have
best.
dogs,
It's
yeah.
the best. Like, You only thing like I used to always think like because I'm living alone, like how they're getting attention and stuff. But like now slowly I'm learning that they have each other for the attention,
Yeah.
and they are safe with each other. Although when I got Coco in, and like she's a little bit more barkier than Charlie is, so my neighbors are complaining. But like at some point it's like fuck it, I can't care about fucking neighbors. Like I was tensed about that because
Yeah.
they were complaining, and maybe I'm outside for work or something.
It's
And I had to-
probably during that time only. Right?
yeah.
But have you like put cameras in the house?
I have cameras in the house.
So you check on them every time.
Now I've stopped checking.
Oh, but in the
Until
starting-
somebody complains, I won't check. I have realized that the more I'm checking, the more I'm panicking. So I'm bringing that panic energy.
It's like
to
you're
them.
constantly like
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to see
checking
if
every half
everything
an hour.
is
They're
okay.
okay. Are they okay? When they're barking, I'm like from the camera, don't bark, baby, don't bark. And then I'm like, I'm worried too much. I'm
Motherhood.
not doing well, and they're also not going to eventually. When I go home, I'm more stressed about them than this thing.
You're emitting it onto
Yeah.
them, right? Then like.
Yeah.
But like, the more I've stopped checking my phone, I've realized Charlie and they both are safe with each other. Let them bark. They want to work. It's okay. Now what
They'll work it out.
Yeah, they'll work it out. Eventually, they have to be there for each other.
Cute.
Yeah. So
How was so you went to India in the 8th grade, right? And then you came back directly after
Yeah.
university.
Oh.
How was that like?
No, so I finished my 7th grade year. I went 8th, 9th, 10th to India. Then I came at 10th and 11th and 12th year.
Okay.
So that's how I met Shriku, Andy,
Yeah.
all those boys.
Nice.
That was this thing because Kerala is a different life altogether.
Why did you go to India? Was it a choice? Were you sick?
I
No.
don't
What is
think
it?
like it was a choice.
No,
No.
I think my brother finished 12th that time.
So,
Okay, so when he was joining college is expensive. So I think my
College is
parents to mitigate this thing, and
Okay.
my sister was 1 year younger to my brother. So my sister,
oh my god.
girls student to study education.
What's the age gap between your eldest brother, elder brother and you?
Me, 6 years.
And then you have one more sibling in the middle.
My brother is 82 born. My sister is 83 born. I'm 88 born.
Dude, you need to have some big money to do all the education, bro. This is back to back to
Like, yeah,
back.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, man.
And yeah, so
so how
I
was
think
India?
they were done with 2. Then my mom was like, I need one more. So then my dad was like, okay, fine.
3 is the golden
Your
number,
wish is
bro.
coming.
And all of your names have a C, right?
Yeah, clean.
What's that?
CLI.
What's that about?
That's such a weird thing. So my mom's name is Sabina, but my dad's name is Cletus.
Again. Repeat, sorry.
My mom's name is Sabina.
Okay.
My dad's name is Cletus.
That's such a wow name, bro. What does it mean?
No meanings.
This is just
This is-
random.
yeah, just
That's just
random.
some Elon Musk shit. Dude.
Yeah.
Have you seen the name?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Then my brother's name is Klibin. My sister's name least thought they put Klibina. They put a
1
to
year,
it.
bro. They didn't have much time to think. Right?
They were doing it. Then me Clints, yeah.
Wow.
Like for no reason, it's just with CLI.
It's just so weird. Somewhere I read Clint means solid point of edge of the rock. No, I don't know
Wow.
how far this is true. Somewhere in Google I found this.
If it's true for you, then
The
it's
second time I tried to Google it, I didn't find it. So it was only one time I saw it.
It's like
so weird.
Google rectified their mistake. They're like, they're like, "Ah, shit."
This guy's Googling this, showing it to
this is
everyone.
his own name.
Community notes.
Reddit, bro. Go on Reddit. Just check it out. It'll be there. Someone writes
Bro,
some
I
shit
like
about
Twitter.
Twitter?
X.
X, bro.
Musk is my boy, bro.
Have you signed up on Threads?
Fuck no, I don't like.
Watch this in a few years, and then you'll be like, "Fuck no, Threads, bro. It's gonna go
No,
up
no.
there, bro."
No, thread fell down, bro.
It fell down
You
already.
can't go for Musk, bro. Musk is too much.
Actually, yeah.
Really?
Elon, my
You
boy.
think they're gonna fight?
Elon is my.
No, man. I
is the
think
fight
I think
happening? Elon Musk?
I think Elon's fucking around with him.
Bro,
you know
he
what?
backed
he's
out.
He's gonna so here's the thing. Zuckerberg, he's been training jiu-jitsu for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think he falls somewhere around, say, 180, 190 pounds.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Musk is a big guy. I'm
Yeah.
going to assume he's around 200, 210 pounds.
Okay.
Okay, he's pretty big guy. He's hefty and
Yeah,
he's meaty
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. And from what I've read, he's done some judo and stuff. So he's not like somebody who doesn't know how to fight also.
Bro,
Okay,
look,
yeah.
I think Zuckerberg has done some sort of steroids or some shit, you know.
No, he loves jujitsu
No,
and
but
he trains
but
heavily. And
him and Bezos for sure. I feel like they have like they're on
Yeah.
they're on the juice, man. I
yeah,
feel
they can be on the juice.
man, obviously, bro. Especially Bezos, man. Like you've
Yeah,
seen him
Bezos,
like
yeah,
when he was young, bro. He was like
See,
this,
but I'll
you
tell
know
you
what I
one
mean?
thing. Once I hit 40, 45, I think I'll get on the juice also. Why not?
I mean, it's up to you, right?
Yeah.
But
I follow UFC a lot, by the way. Okay, so
None of
These
them
guys-
are on the juice, right?
Huh?
None of them are on the juice.
now they have USADA testing,
Ooh.
but back in those days they used to get juiced up.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Like Randy Couto and all,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
these
bro,
guys were
all these
juiced
guys-
up. Like,
bro, McGregor got out of this thing.
Yeah, that's because he got an injury.
Yeah, but he got out of the testing pool. Now you've seen him, right, dude?
Yeah.
That's juice. That's straight up juice.
Yeah,
There's-
see, now you talk about back in those days. Everybody was juiced up, bro.
bro,
Yeah,
Brock
man.
Brock Lesnar
look
came
at
into
that,
UFC,
bro.
won the
Brock
championship.
Lesnar.
He was juiced up.
Yeah,
Bro, he
yeah.
was the...
He didn't come back to UFC because there's USADA testing started.
They're like, oh shit, now. Yeah, I'm not doing this.
He's like, I'm not doing this.
But
I'm
the,
not on
but
the
the
juice.
fight that he lost, he got fucked.
Yeah,
bro.
because
Who was
that's
that?
next level
Frank
skill.
Mir, right?
Yeah, Frank Mir. I don't know if it's Frank Mir.
It was
or-
Frank Mir.
Frank Mir, yeah.
He fucked him up good,
Yeah.
bro.
But see, so coming back to the topic, but like by 40, 50, your testosterone naturally doesn't develop that much. So that time you can juice up. What's wrong
No,
with
but
that?
that's. I mean, now they say it's like TRT, right? That's.
And now it's much safer than
yeah.
back in those days.
Yeah, it's more of like, oh, we're doing TRT now,
Yeah.
which is like.
I don't know exact science behind it, but from what I can understand, my homeboy Joe Rogan, he does it all the time.
Yeah. No, the only difference is.
And I trust him.
I feel like the only difference between that and this thing is it's either more regulated, obviously.
Yeah.
I feel, and I think they take in smaller doses rather. I don't know the dose.
I think you get
difference.
microdose or something like
Yeah,
that.
some
sort of that.
microdose.
See, I think at 40, 50, and I think it's more safer now. If it's legal, you can obviously do it. But see, back in those days, these guys need to get buffed up and like, you see all these weightlifters.
Yeah.
They used to do it and like, they used to get heart, like, strokes and stuff.
Of course. Bro.
And they don't live that long because you cannot carry that kind of body with
Yeah.
your heart. This
Eddie
is
Guerrero.
yeah. So you need to at some point taper down and stuff like that.
Like, imagine the heart, bro. It's just like pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
Like, throughout, it's going to be
And they
like...
and especially when they
constantly
train for these
Yeah.
competitions, they have to pump as much as they can because they have to get ripped, curled,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
that.
Imagine
So
you're
that time it was
working on, man.
unsafe.
Yeah.
But now, but again, 27, 28, you should not be doing this. At 40, 50, when your testosterone is not hitting as much as you should, why not?
Like, yeah, let's all get juiced up at
just
40.
juice up, boom.
Yeah, the day I turned 40,
So
I'm like,
okay, so I read this.
45th birthday? Yo, Ronnie.
There's something called what? There's a natural plant, Ashtanjali or something like that. I don't know the correct name, but I can send it to you.
Fact check.
Yeah, fact check.
We'll do that.
So that naturally produces testosterone to a higher level.
So that you can start consuming when you're 45.
I think that's on Amazon.
Oh, cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many natural things that
Because
help
science
you.
is much better nowadays, bro.
Yeah,
There's
every-
always something other.
Everything is like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
natural testosterone, bro. But that's not what they do, right? It's not just testosterone that fucks them up, right? It's more of like other anabolic steroids as well, which will cause you heart attack and all. Obviously, like testosterone has like its own side effects and shit.
See,
but
I know testosterone from now all this UFC thing.
yeah,
For them, they're doing it. They do epoxy. That's very hard to epoxy or something like EP or something like that of sort. That's very hard to detect because that test is not usually conducted when you're getting into testing pool and stuff. But they do it because they want to get into fights, okay, and they have a limited career. To say around, they start around 1920. They have up till 35,
15
36.
years?
Yeah, and they have to make that reputation within that period. A loss takes them a couple of steps back. A win takes them a couple of steps front. Sometimes wins doesn't even take them there.
yeah.
They have to get the show put on the show because it's
You
already
gotta put on
cocky,
the
man.
show. That's
Yes.
how, like, it's about the money, right? Like, no matter how
There's
good
this
you
fighter
might
called
be.
Colby Covington. Okay, great athlete, clean, good stamina, great wrestler. Was winning all his fights. UFC is going to cut him. Okay,
Because
because he didn't have personality.
oh, so
And
you,
wrling is boring in when you actually fight to see.
Yeah, like when you're on the mat, you can't really tell, like,
yeah,
what the fuck's
you'd-
happening.
Yeah. In his last fight, he was in Brazil. He wins the match. He beats one of the Brazilian legends called Damian Maia, and he calls out all the Brazilians as what uncivilized something.
oh, and after
Okay,
that,
And the crowd goes so mad against him. They hate him. they signed him a new contract.
Yeah, with a bigger
This guy
paycheck.
go full pro-Trump, everything. This is when the Trump thing was like so against. This guy was like pro-Trump, and like he was doing the Kurt Angle, like he was doing the proper heel.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's become like a crazy social, he's a character to watch actually.
You
It's
just
too
gotta
funny.
say the
Yeah.
right or the wrong shit.
But he's
right?
not natural. The thing about McGregor was like on point.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
at
yeah.
his peak, he was on point. He was so natural, like so smooth. His comeback was.
Yeah,
But then he
man.
got that Floyd
leg
Mayweather
break.
money, and then he just.
I then,
No, but the leg break it was it?
yeah.
Yeah, but I think once
Shin.
you got the Floyd Mayweather money, there is no.
Like I think he should have just been done. Like you have so
So
much money, like,
Yeah. But then
and you're
Khabib brought
coming
him
back for
Khabib
like
brought him back.
yeah.
No, man. But,
But it was always gonna be Khabib who won, right? Like
See, the thing is, you know what? Here's what I see. I don't think he would have fought Khabib otherwise. So Khabib went and caught his teammate and bullied him.
yeah, I know about that. They
That's
had
when
a
he
long.
jetted in and
Yeah.
from Ireland.
Bro, he
and-
took that fucking chair
Yeah,
and he
trolley
threw it on
and
his bus, I think it was, and the glass was like completely
bro,
shattered.
where's Khabib from again?
Russia.
Dagestan. Russia.
Yeah, man, they have like some
So they are very,
animals over
they have
there, bro. Like,
Pedigree of wrestling.
They are
So
another
they're like
level.
how the
Ground-
Gracie family brought in Jiu-Jitsu to UFC. So they're like a revolutionary family, not family, the revolutionary area of Samba wrestling that comes for UFC. So
I've seen like this thing Khabib and all. Like when he was a kid, he was like fighting some
Yeah,
bears
bear
and
and
all.
some-
Of
Bro, have you
grappling
seen
them.
his ears?
Yeah, this one of them is
Jeez,
like.
man.
But all
Wow.
these UFC fighters years
All
ago.
of them have, but
And
Khabib
they-
especially is
yeah,
like
yeah.
puffed up,
Yeah, yeah.
man. Like that's mad.
Yeah, man. I've seen like I was like, dude, this guy is for real, man. Over
Yeah.
here. I was-
So when McGregor was doing all this trash talk, this guy's like, Alhamdulillah.
Just
I really
He's
liked
like,
it, bro.
I would have raped this boy.
I really liked it, man.
when I watched the fight, I was like, if in the first 10 seconds McGregor doesn't hit his first shot on his chin, it's just Khabib.
But I'll tell you one thing. Out of all the Khabib's fight that I saw, up until McGregor's fight, he was actually a little more cautious with McGregor than his other fighters.
He had to be, right?
Yeah.
You know his first strike. Like
And
he's won
also-
half his
and
like
he's
so
the first,
many
I
of
think
his.
McGregor was the first fighter to win one round against him. Up until he's never lost a round.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Up
that's
until-
that's the thing. Like
That's perfection, right?
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah. It's different styles. Wrestling I think is a more dominant style now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can do the takedown.
Game evolves. Game is a very young game, so game evolves. And especially McGregor staying out of the sport, and there are a lot of hungry guys coming in.
everybody's trying to be like.
But
Conor
everyone wants
McGregor,
to
man.
be him, right?
Yeah,
There's-
everybody-
yeah, he brought money to the sport.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
I've
did
seen a lot of people just trying to act like him.
But that's
just
his
trying to be-
personality,
Yeah.
right? Like,
He
See,
bought.
for
He is the
him, it's his
first.
personality.
He is the first athlete to bring a personality to the sport, like how Muhammad Ali was. Like boxing before that
Yeah.
it was more like it's a sport.
Yeah.
But there is no character. There's no influence from the.
not like this
Yeah,
is like
people were
more
rallying
like
to
this
watch.
is more like WWE, right?
Yeah.
But for real.
Yeah.
Come on.
For sure. Yeah, for real.
That's for real. Like this guy's shitting on him like straight
Yeah.
up, and they're like getting into these fist fights. People are stopping them. This is what we used to see in WWE.
And he used to call out. He used to call out second round. I'm gonna knock him out. Next round, I'm gonna knock him out. And
Wow,
he did it.
man. Yeah,
That's
I didn't. I was just like, I mean, for me now, even if someone has a personality when they come into this thing,
Yeah.
right? But it'll always be like, it's because
Yeah.
McGregor was like that. So maybe they're all trying to be like him. Maybe that guy actually has
So
a personality.
that's the path.
You know
He's
what
shown you how to do it and how to get the money. Everyone at the end of the day is there for the money, right?
So when he first came in, he won the 145 pounds belt, okay, and then he moved up to 155. That's a higher weight
Yeah.
class for him. The first before he fought Floyd Mayweather, if you see the 155-pound fight, it's a master class. He didn't break a sweat.
Yeah.
Second round, he knocked the guy out.
Was it Jose Aldo? Who was it?
No, he
Jose
beat
Aldo was
Eddie
13.
Alvarez.
That was
Jose Aldo, he beat 145.
yeah.
Okay.
He was a
That's
dual.
the second. He came in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left hand,
He just
boom.
ran into his.
He
punch,
played
bro.
mind. He played with that. So they had the
Yeah.
whole press tour before that 145 fight.
Yeah.
And that guy was like, he's not been beaten, I think, in 9 or 10 years prior to that.
Wow.
He walks in 8 seconds. He steps in. This guy just moves back. Boom.
Boom.
Left hand. Game over.
Mad, bro. That was
But 145 fight
crazy.
also so masterful. Like, he didn't break a sweat.
Whom did he fight in
Eddie
the one?
Alvarez. And Eddie Alvarez
Eddie
was
Alvarez.
champion that time. He didn't break
Yeah.
a sweat. Everything. Dodging.
So cool.
So I used to be a big fan of him. I remember when he was fighting Khabib, I was in Serbia. This is 4 o'clock in the morning over there. I'm like sitting streaming and watching. I'm like half past.
The internet good there, bro?
Huh?
Serbia internet was good.
Yeah.
But were you disappointed when he lost?
Yo, I was awake till 4:35 in the morning. I was like, why did he lose?
Yeah, but if you put on your logical hat, you knew he was gonna lose, right?
I was not logical that time.
No, I get it, man, with the emotions and all, bro. Like,
I like Israel Adesanya now.
Yeah, he's so good, bro.
Bro, so the last
What's
fight,
it called? Style bender?
Style Bender, yeah. So he's a big anime fan also, which I
Oh,
also
nice.
like anime. So this guy,
Bro, you look like him, man.
because I'm dark.
No, just your facial structure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Have you
So-
seen his, this
Yeah.
guy?
So this guy, he was kickboxer. He fought this guy, Alex Pereira, when he was kickboxing. He lost twice over there. First match, he dominated him, but he got knocked out at the end. Second match, again he lost somehow. Okay. Then whatever, he left from kickboxing, came to UFC, he became champion. This guy followed him from kickboxing all the way to MMA. Okay. Came to UFC, beat him, knocked him out.
knocked who out?
Israel Adesanya.
Okay.
This guy went rematch again. Second match, rematch, he was getting almost beaten. And this guy knocked the fuck out of Alex Pereira. And Alex Pereira, if you see Alex Pereira, bro, he's a giant. He's like from the Amazon jungle. He's actually like from that.
He's Brazilian. Like,
He's Brazilian, but he's from that, not normal Brazilian. He's not like the guy from Sao Paulo or something.
Yeah.
He's not from the city. He's from the.
He's from the
jungle. Like,
Amazon.
his heritage is those guys wearing those masks with color and all that stuff. And that guy fights at what is it? I think 180, 185. That's the weight class.
Middleweight. Right.
He is easily 210, 250, 210, 215.
wow. And he fights him like.
They cut weight. So they cut.
Yeah.
So obviously, one of the thing about UFC is
Weight classes.
weight classes.
Yeah.
Now with the weight class, like obviously, if you are naturally walking around 75 kgs, for a fight you'll cut down to like say 60 kgs, so that you can cut that weight and you can put that weight back as an advantage.
So you will probably be the bigger guy in the fight.
Yes.
Yeah, but.
And you will have the power advantage, but because you've cut down so hard,
you might get
your
knocked out
endurance
also.
will get fucked for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you cut down and then after that they rehydrate and
They have 24 hours to rehydrate.
and then
Boxing
they
has a longer time, but UFC has 24 hours.
wow. So
But still, so that plays a big factor. But cutting down weight is not easy. Like, at least from what I see in the UFC, so it's massive.
Cutting
what-
down that much weight took me like 2 years, bro. Yeah, these guys
These
are
guys
fucking
have to
doing
do
it
like
like
during 8 weeks camp, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's where the
fuck?
that's where the juice comes in, bro.
That's where I
That's
didn't
where
have no
the-
juice, bro. I was only
No.
like one of our friends lost like 40 kilos in 6 months. He was only on juice, but not the other. It's the other kind of juice.
Wait.
the
I'm talking
vegetable-
about the juice, bro. That's
The
what.
vegetable juice, karelas and shit.
Nah, man. Like he was on the
These
juice,
guys,
juice.
they sit in the steam room.
Yeah.
They
Shedding.
dehydrate themselves, bro. Till like they take out the weight scale. They're like next morning they're like back to food. Crazy.
Oh man, but no, that's what like. So if you let's say dehydrate and go all this, water cutting and all that, and let's say you reach the weight limit, the next 2-3 days you're drinking water and like you're eating normally. But if you gain that weight back, you're still allowed to fight in the UFC or
Yeah. So your weight cut is so you're fighting on Sunday.
yeah.
Saturday there is a limit. So they have 24 hours limit. So I think it's from Friday to Saturday. I'm talking about here, the time of year, but US it's different. So most of the UFC fights that happen in US is early morning Sundays that shows over here, but they're fighting on Saturday over there. So they have a weight cut, I think, on Thursday. Then they have the Friday press conference, final stare down, and Saturday they fight. So they have 24 to 48 hours to rehydrate.
Wow.
By then they are back to normal. Hatta kata. Chalo, chalte. But most of the fighters do, so then it kind of adds on. The thing is, sometimes these fighters cut a lot, and that becomes advantageous to them. Sometimes they cut a lot, and they are, even though they try to rehydrate them, but when you're fighting, a simple knock can just knock you out and you go blackout.
No, I think one like
Bro, it's the unexpected ones that knock you out usually. The ones that you don't see, right?
Yeah.
bro, I'd be like if I get knocked out once,
But
I
fighting
feel
is
like,
such a. I always thought
It's
about
very
it. Like,
technical, dude.
it's not technical. It's you have to be different. Like you can't be a normal. Like people can't. Us can't go into fighting.
yeah, man. I feel
It's
like
not a different mindset.
It's a flight here, bro. There's no fight. Like, straight up, you're just taking this
yeah.
fucking
More of
flight.
like-
Yeah, catching flights. Don't feel
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I'm not getting myself into a freaking cage, bro. Like,
bro, imagine if you go for a fight and you get knocked out. I would never ever want to get that knockout feeling. You know what I mean? I'd just be like,
You will not have a feeling.
Bro,
though.
you
You'll
have that
wake up-
rem-
You'll wake up next day. You will not realize. So what you can observe from my knowledge from what I've gathered, not got knocked out, is that it's like a sleep, good night sleep, and then you wake up and like, oh, what happened? Like that it is. So you don't recollect.
bro, do you
anything.
remember in school people used to do that thing?
oh my god.
Where,
bro.
like, there's, what
Yeah,
was it?
yeah,
You used to
yeah.
do it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So if you press
But
over
dude, that's
here
like for like
so-
3 seconds or some shit.
No,
right?
man, you gotta like really, like, can you just explain what it is?
It's where you like, what is that thing, man? Where you breathe really hard and then.
So what you do is you take someone's hand and you like take your hand and put it on someone's neck in a certain way over here. I don't know how
like
they
you
used to
press
do
it so they can't breathe now.
So you
anymore.
press a certain nerve and you block the flow, and then the person eventually just passes out.
Does it really work?
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, but it's like-
people in
like this?
school, not to yourself. I think you can, but
You
I
can,
wouldn't
but I
advise
wouldn't-
anyone to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise anyone.
But
to
in
do it
I
now.
can
school-
understand choking.
It's a way of choking only, I think.
It's a
but
way of
to
choking,
a
but-
point where you
But in
just
the windpipe here, what does it have to do here?
like,
That's the thing. So when you're doing it like this,
like
right?
someone will just get knocked
so
unconscious.
This part gets blocked.
Okay.
So when you're doing it like that, but you have to breathe heavily first. Like you have to do a like that,
Really?
like 15,
I've never
20,
seen anyone
15
do that.
21, 20 times or
I've
something
not
like
encountered this in school.
that. Yeah, so I've.
Not during my days.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
so
I've had,
during
I've
our
had a very
days, you
bad
do this and the
experience,
person like gets knocked out unconscious, and you gotta really like hit
Slap
them
them.
or slap them, and that the whole fun during when you were a kid was give them like you just do it for that moment where you have to hit that guy to wake him up.
You call people, everyone, and start kicking.
We used
Yeah.
to get fights in schools, but not like this.
Ah, yeah.
Nobody
No, this
passes
was
them.
like the person is willingly like telling you to do
Yeah,
it,
you
like
can't
so
just be like-
stupid.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can't just be like, bro, I just do something like that and the guy gets knocked out. No, I mean, like, you know what I mean?
Then I'm
But-
coming back with a rage. I got passed out. I'm coming back with a rage.
No, so that's the thing, right?
There are a
Like-
couple of people who actually like the feeling of just passing out. That's why they were like
So
voluntarily.
addictive. They can't
like-
sleep at night.
Like, oh, they
People
didn't
don't
sleep
sleep at
well,
night.
yeah. They didn't sleep well and they come to
Yeah,
school. They're like, oh,
they
you know,
they
it's
would
like-
have makeup. Their parents are letting them sleep. They make them study. That's why.
No, so because you could, like we were kids and we were not allowed to have energy drinks and all when we were.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like obviously in school, right? Because I had a friend of mine, Shreyas, who actually used to drink Red Bull at school, like before school, and he used to be hyper.
Hyper, huh?
Okay, high or hyper, whatever it is. And he used to like walk around, tell everyone, "Oh, I drank Red Bull before school," and I mean, now you think about it, it's nothing, right?
It's
But now,
Back then, yeah.
back then it was like, oh wow, and I think Red Bull had just come out or some shit
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
like you're used to buying like Pepsi,
Yeah.
Coca-Cola for $1, $2, and suddenly this fucking drink comes for like $6.
like that time,
Whoa,
that time
like-
nobody knew what caffeine was,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, oh,
I
nobody
don't
knew.
think I used to
that
have coffee only back then.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right?
How did you
So-
start having coffee?
When did I start having coffee?
No, I mean, for me it was like I think starting off university, man. Before that I never used to have coffee.
See, I used to have coffee regularly, but I used to have coffee. You know when you have dosa, you get the what is it called?
Cutting
Cutting chai.
Not cutting chai. What is it? Coffee?
disco.
Not disco. The coffee, bro.
I forgot. I know
Filter
you
coffee.
get,
Filter coffee.
coffee,
So I used to have filter coffee. Yeah, I used to never have like regularly.
That
I
was
think when I
so
came
sweet.
here, this Starbucks Costa thing started.
Yeah. Are you a Starbucks boy?
I'm a Costa thing.
You're a Costa
No,
boy.
man.
Whoa,
Costa,
come on,
no
bro.
way, bro.
What is
Costa
this?
gives you
Costa
a
is
different
shit.
kick.
Yeah,
Costa
yeah,
is shit.
it's
No,
another.
Yeah.
When it opens, bro.
Now it's okay for me, but beginning like when I used to go to like when I have a late night or something and I go to work and I'd be awake, I used to have Costa. I used to be like I slept 100 hours, I'm fine.
no, not
Bro, for me, like that, if I want
Bro,
an extra kick,
You won't believe. At one point I was at work and my heart is beating. Like wow, what is this coffee?
I'm having that right now as we speak. With this
bro, I
seafood,
just
bro.
I
tried
cannot
this. What
have
is
this.
this?
I
Like
just
seafood
haven't found a
yuck. Like
taste
I
for
just
these-
had a sip of
I
it.
just
and
haven't
like,
had the
Bro,
taste
this
for
is
these
like
energy
this
drinks.
is like those pre-workouts you get, right?
Really?
Yeah. So you
I've
get,
never had
yeah, but
pre-workouts anywhere.
bro,
yeah,
you
no, even I've
shouldn't-
not had pre-workouts, right? Because you have to buy.
So how
it
do you
for-
know this?
Because the brand is C4.
Pre-workout.
It's called
It's a
C4.
C4 brand, which is
It's
a
like a
pre
bomb.
this thing. You
I just
walk
had
in
a
the-
sip. It's like so bad.
You walk in the gym and
I've
there's
never had
someone
these
with-
energy drinks actually.
Really?
Maybe-
It's good, I guess. Like
I used to have Bullfrog. That's the only energy drink.
that's
like
not an energy.
Yeah, like they put
drink.
Red Bull in that,
Oh,
right?
have you had Jaeger shots?
Jägermeister.
Jägermeister,
Yeah.
Jaeger bomb.
Jaeger bomb, sorry.
Yeah, that has.
So that's Red Bull,
those are
come
the
on.
energy drinks. Otherwise,
That's
I
a
don't.
lot.
Yeah. I've never I've never got a can of this and had it. It just didn't work for me ever.
Yeah. So no, that was the thing, right? So like I was saying, actually, I don't know where we went off topic
Yeah,
and all,
now we
but
did.
yeah. So this guy was walking around school telling people, I'm the guy. I drank Red Bull, and suddenly some teacher or someone heard it. He drank Red Bull, and he always used to get in trouble because apparently, I don't know if he's actually hyper or it was
Yeah.
a Red Bull or whatever it was, right?
Naturally, just hyper.
Yeah, it was.
And it's just like foreign to the teacher that there's a Red Bull. Like it's
Yeah.
more towards like
Man's just
not
hyper
cool
walking
than
around.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Next thing you know, his mom is getting a call. She's coming to school. Your son is drinking
School
Red.
used to call for random shit.
did you get
Yeah.
called? Did your parents get called?
No, I used to. You know what I used to do?
You're a good boy.
No, you know what I used to do? So I failed my 12th pre-boards. So I had to contact my home. I hid my report card in one of the 6th grade. One of the bus guy. I put him in this thing. I disconnected my landline for 1.5 months.
What?
Yeah.
So you got no calls on your landline?
No.
Landline was the thing
No,
back then,
after
right?
6,
Like,
after come back from school, I put
school.
it back in. They would never call after school.
Yeah.
So I put it off.
Smart.
And then 1 week
Hack.
before boards, nobody signed my report till now. Okay.
and you're supposed to
I
get it
didn't have
signed and send it
I
back.
lost my report card also because I put it in somebody else's bag.
Wow.
And then somebody did the school used to have the random bag checkings.
Yeah.
And this kid got caught.
With your report card.
Yeah. And then I got called to the headmaster. What is it?
Yeah.
Principal's
Yeah, yeah,
office. And they're like, why is your report in some 6th grade? I was like, you know what? I was also searching for the same thing. I couldn't find it. And the 6th grade obviously snitched by then.
Oh, is that
It's 6th grade. What can you do?
You put your 12th grade report card of
In a
your
six-
pre-board in a 6th grader's bag.
Yeah.
And it got found after how long?
I think 1.5 months.
Wow. That guy kept it in his bag for one and
I
a
don't
half
think
months.
I put in the textbook, the page
Oh
also.
my God.
You didn't even open that part of the textbook. It's like, yeah, no way.
I
man.
cannot
Yeah.
show the out of 5 subjects I failed 4.
Happened.
Only
even-
English I passed.
Nice.
That
Good
is
job.
just pass. Pre-boards just to make it simply hard,
Yeah,
bro,
man.
for no
Such a
reason.
waste.
Such a waste of time.
Yeah, I gave like 3 rounds of pre-boards, and in the last round of pre-board, I had one same exam with Raunak. Now this guy's sitting with the question paper already before, right before the exam. He's like, and I'm like all tense, right? This is the 3rd time I'm giving my economics paper. I'm not able to pass, and I need to pass to get my hall ticket, so I can go and give the board
Yeah.
exams. Now suddenly I see Raunak sitting there like an angel, all relaxed and stuff. I'm like, bro, how can you be so chill? Like, मेरी यहाँ पे फट रही है. Like, I'm getting like goosebumps and shit over here. And he's just like, bro, I have the question paper here. Take.
How do you get the question paper?
He's like, if this same question don't come, like change my name or like
Guarantee.
whatever. He went into like full.
Money back guarantee.
Yeah,
You go
yeah,
for
yeah.
tuitions, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that sir used to like be the head of the department, and he's like, okay, bro, I'll just, because even he knew it was like pre-board 3. Like he's like, even he was like, bro, come on, you know what I'm like, just here's the paper, just
So
fucking pass
somehow I passed that exam. And during the same exam, he has the question paper, but he's still sitting with his phone in his pocket.
Bro, you know what the
And his
funny...
mom ends up calling, bro.
You,
this. Yeah. Oh man, that was and I actually went
bro,
home.
you
Okay.
know what? So in my pants, I used to get stitched. There used to be a hole here where you could put chits.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
For me, it
That's
was
crazy.
crazy.
Pants.
What the fuck?
bro. For me, it was the phone, and
You know what the funny part is? For these past 20, 30 years, the board exams will be the same.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same.
I look at my niece's textbook, literally the same questions I had.
Like, there's no
They change
update,
the
bro.
value.
yeah,
There's no
man.
update.
And Rakesh becomes Ramesh. That's something like that they change. That's all they do.
Instead of
It's a
5
waste of
apples,
time.
they took 6
Yeah.
apples this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, 5 apples, 6 apples. Literally the same thing, and they've been fooling us, bro.
Yeah.
Who's used calculus in our life?
No, not me. I've not used anything, bro.
Only
Just use my own shit and my.
Bro,
Somehow.
I had a plan, man. I was like, I'll write my board exam, right? And in the middle, I'll put one 500 rupee note. Staple it, send it back. And like, opens it, is like, sees about it. Hopefully, he gives me good marks, man.
Knowing people in India,
let me tell you
bro,
what-
that 500 is gone and you're still
No,
failing.
let me tell you one thing. Imagine you did that, okay? and life took a whole turn. Do you think UB and Axe Capital would change anything if you put a final quote?
I swear, at that time I was like, I'll like change everything. But it didn't happen. Bro, I'll tell you why I didn't do it. Because I was like, I have to first go get the rounds, go to the money exchange, exchange the money. And that time, like all these Ansari exchange and all, they were like, give me your Emirates ID and all. And it's just like, oh, bro, this is so much of a hassle.
So much pain.
You know what I mean?
So much hassle to get this done.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I'm not doing this. And I was like, I'm not going to give him $100, you know, like dirhams, you know. Like, bro, that guy's lottery and all, you know, 100 dirhams, bro.
My God. This CBSE board exam was...
CBSE was something
such a
else only,
scam.
bro. Yeah, full scam.
When did you guys pass out?
I think
12.
Yeah, 2012.
2012. Wow. 6 years. Yeah,
6, 7 years, I think.
I think I finished 2006. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's 2011 years I've been from now.
I think that's our time.
Yeah, man. That's our
Let's
time,
wrap
bro.
it up.
Alright.
Thank you so much, Clint, for
Thank you
coming
for
and
having me,
sharing
guys.
this,
Thank you for having me, guys.
your
You guys
story
were
with us and
Your
the
story,
hangout
yeah.
session as well.
It was great
Yeah,
talking to you guys.
all these UFC
Did you have a good
talks.
time?
Fantastic time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you smile at least?
It's the most charming smile.
Awesome, man.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Clint.
Thank you so much, Clint. That's been our time, guys. Like, this is a fucking stand-up comedy. All right, take care, guys. We'll see you next week. Peace. What the fuck is happening?